Right, I'm going to try to do a quick review of Prey, which is a movie you can find on Hulu. It's a Predator, supposed to be a Predator movie. Uh, Overall, I did like the movie, but I can see why there's problems with this movie. It's definitely has some issues. The main character, if you didn't know, is Naru. She's a Comanche hunter. The movie tries to set her up as someone who's trying to do something that's just not traditional and everything like that. So there were female warriors and hunters throughout history. They were very rare, but especially in a warrior society, it would have been possible. There are, without giving too much away of the story, the main storyline is everybody underestimates her. Apparently, even her own tribe, which I find hard to believe, because these people would have been raised with her. This isn't like a European town or village. Even then, it would have been questionable that they wouldn't have known her that well. But in a tribe like this, especially a warrior tribe, where they would have looked highly on something like that, on having warrior skills and hunting skills, where survival is necessary, I find it hard to believe that they wouldn't have noticed or approved her being a good warrior. They probably would have taken advantage of that. um, I'm not an expert on Comanches, but I have studied military history throughout history, and there is a precedent for it. The problem they did in the movie is they just made it where you couldn't believe the precedent. You couldn't believe that she was a warrior because then the people are supposed to know it, including her own brother. And I find it hard to believe that again that a brother wouldn't notice that his warrior is a badass warrior. I just find that hard to believe. They just made it unbelievable in that sense. There was also some other stuff involving how she, again, without giving too much away, how she gets rid of her body heat. But I did like how she ended up facing the predator at the end, and I did like a lot of her strategies and how she thought and how she acted generally. She does have an interesting character arc otherwise, which I thought was interesting. There, basically, it wasn't about sexism like everybody's trying, or like not everybody, but a lot of people are trying to say that this movie failed. It was because they tried to do too many things at once. They made the Predator's technologies a little different, and Predators can be eccentric, but between that and her unbelievability as a warrior, it just doesn't work. Uh, if you like action movies, it's just probably still one of the better ones that they've had with a female lead, but that's not saying much because Hollywood generally does not do good making female heroes. They just don't. They either try to make them like a man, or they just don't give them the storyline to make it where she can carry where she can be believable as a action hero. To their credit, the stunt work was decent in this movie, if not great. The character, the actress who plays Naru, great. So if you want to check out the movie, still recommend it. I'm just saying, don't expect it to be totally believable. You're going to have to suspense and disbelief to watch this movie and actually believe what she's doing, because otherwise it just doesn't make sense. And that's with me without me giving too many spoilers. Hope you enjoy. Y'all take care. I'll try to do some other ones. I might do one on Napoleon too, because I watched that again recently. So if I was going to give this movie a general score, I would say C, maybe C plus. They did a decent job all over. It's an entertaining movie. If you're just willing to go into it, not thinking about it too much, decent movie. I recommend it as that, just a fun movie. Right. Bye.